Welcome to the second channel, everybody. Let's talk a little bit about the Speak No Evil remake coming from Universal and Blumhouse. Reading this headline on Bloody Disgusting's website here, Universal and Blumhouse's Speak No Evil remake rated R for strong violence and sexual content. Oh, very similar to this year's When Evil Lurks. I would say Speak No Evil is one of the hardest to watch movies from 2022. There was a lot of those, don't get me wrong, but there's also a lot of like funnier, goofier, fun horror, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing either. But if you're looking for something that will truly scare you and show you some disturbing shit, this movie is for you. And another thing, there's two more things I want to say about just remakes in general of foreign horror movies. I don't think they're necessary all the time, especially when they come, especially remakes of movies that are super recent like this. Just go watch the original, read subtitles. I know some of us are like, but I don't like to do that. I don't like to read when I watch a movie. The best thing I can tell you, the best thing I want to recommend to people who don't like reading subtitles is listen to the way that the actor delivers the line and read the subtitle at the same time. Now, sometimes you get movies where they give you the subtitles late. That sucks. And those movies are impossible to watch, in my opinion. But movies where you have the subtitle with the way that a person is like speaking and like delivering a certain line. Like if I say, I like unicorns, and you didn't understand that, you just saw like at the bottom of the screen some text, but it's like, okay, that's kind of boring. But if I say, I like unicorns, like that, okay, now different context. Why is this guy screaming about unicorns in a shopping mall? Read subtitles, everybody. It's worth it, I promise. Lots of great foreign horror movies out there. Speak No Evil is absolutely one of them. So just getting into this article, last year's terrifying Danish horror movie, Speak No Evil, is getting a remake here in the States, courtesy of Blumhouse and Universal. And the official MPA rating has arrived this week. Real quickly, it is MPA nowadays, by the way, which is really funny. It used to be MPAA. It is now just MPA. They changed the name this year. I don't know. I thought that was funny. Thought I'd throw it out there. It's rated R for some strong violence, language, some sexual content, and brief drug use. Just like the original, this is pretty much a similar rating, I would say. Although, I think the original Speak No Evil is pretty damn close to unrated, man. James Watkins is directing, who is the director of The Woman in Black and Eden Lake. Both excellent movies. I haven't seen Eden Lake, but so many people on my live chat have recommended this movie to me. I got to check it out. I'm actually really excited. I was actually talking about Speak No Evil in a stream last year, and someone brought up this film and said, oh, it's really similar to Eden Lake, which is also excellent. I'm excited to check it out. Woman in Black, though, I saw that in the theaters when it came out, which I think was like 2010. Saw it in the theaters. I really liked that one. I really enjoyed it. It's got some really disturbing and gross, weird scenes, which Speak No Evil also has some of that similar energy. I love it. The cast also includes right now Mackenzie Davis from Terminator Dark Fate, James McAvoy from Split and Glass, two movies that I wish they wouldn't have recommended for James McAvoy. He's in so many better movies. And Scoot McNairy. I don't know who that last person is, by the way, but I just think the name Scoot McNairy is fantastic. This person is in something called Argo. I haven't seen that. I've seen Fargo. Excellent Coen Brothers movie, if you haven't checked that out. But let's talk a little bit about this cast, too. Mackenzie Davis, excellent in Terminator Dark Fate, a movie that is bad, but has some great performances in it nonetheless. She was fantastic in that. I would love to see her in this and hopefully give a good performance. James McAvoy, though, great actor. I really hope that he's the patriarch in The Secondary Family, which we'll talk about in a second here. It's coming out on August 9th of 2024. As well, like I said, please watch the original. It's on Shudder. It's a great movie. Don't just check this one out and be like, okay, that's the movie. Cool. No. The original movie, I'm sure, is going to be way better, even though I will be checking this out in August of 2024. Deadline reminds in the original 2022 movie, a Danish family visits a Dutch family they meet on a holiday. What was supposed to be an idyllic weekend slowly starts unraveling as the Danes try to stay polite in the face of unpleasantness. Now, basically, what I'll tell you about the original film that's a little bit better of a description than that is basically, yeah, this Danish family, they're on vacation. They visit this other family, like they meet them on their trip. I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm very extroverted. I like to talk to people when I'm on vacation. I like to just meet new people and be silly with them and have a crazy ass time, whatever, and then just go about my day, meet someone else the next night. You know, I'm just a weird person like that, I guess. A lot of my friends are introverts and they think I'm crazy that's what I like to do on vacation. But this movie was very relatable to me because I've been in this situation before where I'm like hanging out with strangers and I have no idea what the hell's going to happen. They meet this other couple and they seem really nice and friendly, whatever. Then they go home. They go back to their place and they get an invitation to say, hey, come on out for the weekend. We'll pay for you guys to come out here. You know, it'll be great. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. That'll be fun. Then shit gets weird. there's just a lot of weird things happening at this other family's house, man, and they're strange. They're strange people, let's just say that. There's some twists and turns, which I like, and it's a dark film. If you're someone who watches my content, I get a lot of comments from people like this, and it's all good. We love and respect everyone's opinions. Some people just like the Scream movies. They're fun, they're silly, they're not too hard to watch, nothing too scary. If that's the kind of movie for you, and you're like not crazy about the scarier stuff, like an Evil Dead 2013, or I'm trying to think of something like a little more violent, Terrifier. Like if that's not really your jam, this one might not be for you. But if you want to see something that's a little more brutal and very realistic, dude, this is a grounded horror movie for sure. Not really any supernatural shit going on here. This is just a hard to watch, slow burn of a film. If that's your jam, you'll love Speak No Evil, and most likely the remake as well. I don't, as much as I have criticisms for American movies that are just remaking something that just came out, like The Grudge, The Ring. They're doing a Train to Busan remake, which is coming out soon, which is like why that movie does not need a remake. As much as I crap on those, some of them are really good. The Grudge and The Ring, for instance, really good movies, really good remakes. Some of those, the Grudge remake in particular, was made by the same guy, too, that made Ju-on, the original. So I don't know, some of these are good, but I recommend the originals, man. If you take nothing else away from this, watch foreign horror movies. There's a lot of really good ones that don't get talked about enough. Jason Blum, it's coming from Blumhouse, means it's going to be a gamble, which a lot of us don't like, but that's just the truth of it. He'll produce with the upcoming film for Blumhouse. Paul Ritchie, Christian Taftrup, Jacob Jarek. I like all these names. Bia Sequira. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. Serving as executive producers. Cool. Directed by Christian Taftrup, the original Speak No Evil was selected as one of Bloody Disgusting's 12 best international horror movies of 2022. I hope it was number one on that list, hot take. I think that was absolutely the best foreign horror film I saw last year. So good. Definitely deserving of that title from Bloody Disgusting. Fantastic stuff there. Daniel Curlin raved about the highly distressing Danish nightmare. This is an interesting quote. I have a few things to pick apart with this one. This claustrophobic character study eerily examines the nature of evil and the chilling realization that there doesn't always need to be a reason for wickedness. Totally agree with him there. There's some stuff about the movie, without spoiling anything, that's very much so left ambiguous, and I really like movies like that personally. Not everything needs an explanation. Sometimes we can just stew in the mystery. Speak No Evil feels like the twisted Danish cousin to Barbarian, and every tense moment of silence feels like it could evolve into a totally different type of horror. I gotta disagree there. I think Speak No Evil, while it gives you that idea that this could turn into something else at any given moment, it is very much so a grounded, straightforward horror movie. Like Barbarian has a lot of, I don't want to say personality. That's the wrong word. It's just Barbarian is more of a personable horror movie dealing with some goofier moments. There's multiple moments of comedy and silliness with characters, even though there is some tense and dark, gross moments, especially too. Speak No Evil is just like an uncomfortable to watch movie, but is grounded the entire time. There's no, there's no massive baby people living in the basement running out and killing people. There's nothing like that. This is a grounded horror film, nothing supernatural. This is just hard to watch movie. That's it. But look at this guy here. Look at him. He's not happy. He's screaming. Why is he screaming? Watch the movie and find out. It's great. But what do you guys think about this remake? It's coming from Blumhouse, which makes me worried, personally. Anytime that Blumhouse... anytime they do anything, I get scared. What do you guys think about this remake, though? Leave me something about it in the comments below. And thanks for subscribing to the second page. Appreciate you guys.